is a little bit different video again. But as you can see, this book says Scrapbook. Now, you know that my two great aunts passed away within 2 weeks and a day of each other. And last week, what was last week? Anyway, last Monday, like the 14th, 15th, 18th, somewhere in there, we started the process of cleaning out great aunt number one's house. And we had put a bunch of stuff out, or called the company that my dad and my uncle work for them to come and pick up the stuff that we wanted to donate, like some of her clothes and televisions and stuff like that. Excuse me. Well, she had one of those old stereos, you know, it's in the box, in a console kind of thing. People used to use them as furniture. They don't take them anymore, so the man, he opened one of the drawers, you know, was looking, and he found a bunch of photo albums and stuff like that. So I just grabbed the pictures and brought them home, and this, I almost threw this away. And when Mom and I were going through the pictures, I said, I don't know what this is, I'm gonna throw it away. Then I started looking, and it just had, I don't know if I can get that because of the way I've got this angled, but, and this is so, let me just move it. You can see right there, it says, Mama had this book. Well, Mom and I were thinking that maybe it was my great aunt's husband's, her mother-in-law's. I thought, well, I'm still gonna look at it and see what's in here. And yeah, I pulled this out, and this was dated 1987, and it had some of my great uncle's family in there. That's what made me think that it was the other side of the families. Well, I just continued to look, and I mean, you can tell these pages are like old. I mean, they like, well, you can see already, I'll show you, just with me laying them here, the pages have, you know, they just crumble and fall apart. But I started looking at this, and if you know Wallace Simpson, the lady, the divorcee, that the king stepped down from his throne, and this is Queen Elizabeth. This is Queen Elizabeth, and this is Wallace Simpson. She was the divorcee, and this right here, a rare picture. Let's see if I can get this in focus. Of the second son of Charles Lindbergh. And over here, well, this is just has to do with some Georgia people. And see, my grandmother and stuff, they were from Georgia. And you continue, and it's just all different kinds of Lum and Abner, the Queen Mary the Third, it's just old stuff. Bing Crosby. There was something in here. You can see how old these pages are and how yellowed, and I don't know half of these. Half of these people, I don't know them, and this is an article here, the grandsons of John D. Rockefeller. Those were his grandsons, and they arrived for his funeral. I wish that the dates were on this stuff, but they're not. President Roosevelt's youngest son and his fiance. I mean, it's just all of this stuff. And I'm sure a lot of this, when it comes to these people from Georgia, these pages are just crumbling apart. This is some girl, some lady that was from Atlanta that, I mean, it's just constant stuff like this. Harvey Fife. Georgia State Penitentiary back, well, it doesn't say when. The Duke and Duchess of York leave Piccadilly home. Mrs. Wallace Simpson finds seclusion in French villa. Gosh, I wish these had dates. And there's Miss Wallace Simpson. King Edward. Oh, you can see, I mean, it's just old stuff. Ah! I don't want it to fall. This was Wallace Simpson's before her husband, before she divorced him, and King Edward as a boy. And this is just, there's King Edward the 8th. All this stuff about King Edward. See, I'm trying really hard not to do anything damage to these paper pages. And this is a couple that they were from Georgia. I guess my great grandmother knew them. They died in a fire. They were engaged to each other. Let's see what this is. I don't know who he is. Somebody named Grace Moore. Lum and Abner. Dizzy Dean. Charles Correll. Amos and Andy. Jack Benny. But I just found this interesting, and then to realize that it was my great-grandmother's, just kind of got me. You know, so this thing is, oh goodness, over 100 years old. That Wallace Simpson. This is just, I'm just going to throw those away. And then this is the home of the governor, Mrs. Eugene Talmadge of Brunswick, Georgia. So that's why, because my great-grandmother and stuff was from Georgia, down around Hogansville or something like that. I don't really know. But these pages are so frail, I need to put them in something. But I thought I would share that. I mean, this thing is over 100 years old, at least. Maybe older. I don't know. I need to go back and look and see when all this stuff was. But it has to be old. But I just thought I would share that with you. A little bit of history. Okay, until next time.